Hello and welcome to tomorrow's news today.
TNT.
Our top story. Footage of the meetings between secret envoys of India and Pakistan to resolve the Kashmir dispute, as mentioned by the Prime Minister in his recent press conference, has been leaked. And the secret envoys in question are none other than the Prime Minister himself and former Pakistani leader General Pervez Musharraf. But first, a recap of the developments in other stories.
After repeated requests to the American government to pardon Devyani KHOBRAGADE fell on deaf ears, the Indian government has taken several retaliatory measures. First, the barricades to the US Embassy were removed. Then, the embassy was asked to halt all commercial activities on its property, and US Embassy vehicles will now be subject to penalties for traffic-related offences.
And now, reports have emerged showing that the Indian government put together a crack team of armed Indian UN diplomats to extract KHOBRAGADE from the holding facility where she is currently locked up. Unfortunately, the extraction squad has been arrested on their arrival in the US thanks to NSA inputs, and India is now accusing the US government of not recognizing the diplomatic status of all members of the arrested extraction team.
The Indian government has warned the US that US Embassy doors and windows would be removed within the week if the team was not released. Further, a toll booth shall be set up at the gate of the US Embassy, and all traffic entering and exiting the US Embassy premises shall be charged a flat fee of $200. Also, US Embassy officials will be fined for driving on the wrong side of the road, as would be applicable in their home country.
In another major development, following the referendum that led to the Aam Aadmi Party deciding to come to power, Arvind Kejriwal caused chaos in a popular Delhi eatery when he held an impromptu referendum to decide what to order.
The referendum itself was conducted with relatively little hassle, but chaos ensued when Kejriwal dismissed the popular suggestion of mutton Rogan Josh on the grounds that he was a vegetarian and also had loose motion. After scrapping the motion, Kejriwal accepted that his decision was not a popular one and has promised that in the future such referendums will only be held in vegetarian establishments.
There was further drama to follow when, on receiving his bill, Mr. Kejriwal was outraged at what he perceived to be exorbitant prices that were unaffordable to the Aam Aadmi. Mr. Kejriwal has since directed the CAG to audit the accounts of the hotel in order to bring menu rates down by up to 50%. Well, I know where I'm taking my girlfriend for dinner next week.
In international news, after repeatedly threatening to wage war on South Korea and executing several top officials, Kim Jong-un has now officially announced that he is in fact God. North Korean media was quick to publish a family tree showing Kim Jong-un as a direct descendant of the Buddha.
North Korean state media channels have also released footage showing Kim Jong-un performing various miracles such as turning milk into wine and executing prisoners using only his mind.
Unfortunately for North Koreans, his miracles do not extend to an economic revival or food for the starving. Now that is some food for thought. Back to our top story. Since Manmohan Singh mentioned in his press conference that secret Indian and Pakistani envoys met to come to a resolution on Kashmir, there has been much clamour as to what exactly transpired in these meetings. BJP MP Arun Jaitley has publicly asked for information on the topic, but to no avail. But the ruling party has received a shot in the arm from an unexpected source.
Rahul Gandhi, who has wooed the Dalit community by visiting and dining with them, is now literally wooing the Dalit community. Under the guidance of PR firm Dentsu, Rahul Gandhi has placed a matrimonial ad looking for a Dalit bride in the hopes of endearing himself to the Dalit community through this alliance.
When asked what sort of woman he was looking for, Rahul simply answered, "She must be just like Kalavati."
But if they get a divorce, does that mean she's achieved escape velocity?
That's it for now. And remember, why watch other channels for today's news when you can catch tomorrow's news today? You heard it here
First.